got a door that doesn't close right, it slams and hits the opposing door here every time. It's starting to damage the other door. We're going to fix the space between the doors. This little sliver called the reveal is getting wider and wider all the way to the bottom. It's much wider at the bottom than it is on the top. You can also see a large difference between the gap here and the gap here. This needs to be this door needs to be raised. We support this lower hinge so that it is moved slightly to the left. That's going to cause the top of the door to raise slightly over there. By supporting this lower hinge, if you imagine this is the door, when we support this hinge from the side and push it this direction slightly, that's going to cause the top of the door to lift. It doesn't need much, but it does need more support here to raise that top edge, which is going to straighten our reveal where we're having the trouble. We'll be putting wedges behind here to support it long term, but to get it started, we need to use a big flathead screwdriver and pound that in so we can make a space for these wedges. Otherwise, they're just going to open it up enough. Now we have room to get that wooden wedge in there, started at least. Get a good solid one underneath the hinge area. You can already see this side has come up substantially from where it was, but we're going to go take it further. So pounding the wedge some more will do it. You can see already it's not hitting like it was before. Put another one in down here and keep pushing that gap to get a shim in there behind the hinge so we can bring the top of the door up higher. This gap is a little tight at the top, but if you follow it down, you'll see it gets larger in the middle portion of the door, and then down toward the bottom, it's still pretty good. Now on the hinge side, we see the same thing happening. It's tight up here, and then it's getting looser, a larger gap in the middle, and as we work our way down, of course, it's getting smaller again, so we're going to support this middle hinge this time from behind to try to, again, adjust the gap at the top of the door. With our screwdriver, wedge in. And we've lifted it a little higher again. This door has a pin that slides down in here to lock, but now it no longer aligns because we've raised the door slightly. So we have to bring the hole over a little more to the left so that it will still be able to drop that pin and lock. This is the pin that locks the door, so we're going to put a little chalk on the bottom so we can tell exactly where when it drags across here, it's going to leave a mark. And you can see this is where that chalk mark was left. That's the center of the pin, and you can tell this hole needs to be brought over and enlarged slightly. Okay, a little bigger now, and it'll drop right in. There we go. The door works well now, but this knob and latch is a little stiff, so we're going to oil it. This side of the doorknob is really loose. It works, but it's so loose we're going to tighten it with an Allen wrench. And now the door closes like it should. Shims off with a flush cut saw. If they're long enough, you can just hit it with a knife, or you can score it with a blade and then hit it with a hammer and it'll snap right off. Now we'll get the shims on the outside off. These screws deep enough, just flick them off. So nice when everything works and you can just close the front door.